Hi, my name is Arnold Stalk, and welcome to another edition of Ending Homelessness in America. I've created these YouTube videos so that you can easily find a step-by-step process to end homelessness in your town, in your village, in your city, and your ward, whatever it is, municipality where you live. This is a problem that can be solved by three different entities. One is the government, which we emphasize only a little. Second is the private sector, which is businesses and corporation. And third is grassroots organization. Men and women and people in the community come together to solve a problem. This is a primer. It is a guide, if you will, a roadmap that you can use to reference along your journey, whether you're going to build a simple shelter, small shelter, all the way up to a massive facility, which we've done all of in our career, in our path, and in our journey. We're very informal here, so you're not going to see a scripted, polished Madison Avenue PR firm presentation of this. You can find plenty of that on the internet. What we're about is helping you help yourself and help your community. So today we're dealing with volunteers, and this section in the book is page 59, and I believe ends on page 67. These are no more than 7 to 10 minute YouTube presentations, and if you look at page 58 on our book, use it as a reference. And by the way, you can buy the book online for $2.95. I wanted to do it for free, but Amazon's minimum is $2.95. You can find it very easily just going into search engine. Let's see, I've learned a new term. The search engine of Amazon, Ending Homelessness in America by Arnold Stalk. ARNOLD STALK. You can find my information on the internet as well. We could never do any of what we do without volunteers. Today's a classic example. We met with a veteran. We're redoing his house. He was 50 years without benefits, full benefits from the VA. And we're going to make sure that his house is safe, secure, and sound. So whether we're doing one house or we're doing a whole village, the process is exactly the same. The details is where it's different. We have been blessed with thousands of volunteers over the last 50 years. When I say thousands, I mean tens of thousands of people from every walk of life, skilled workers, union shops, small mom and pop businesses. And as you go through the book, you can see the pictures, and I have mostly pictures in my book. I don't spend a lot of time. This was before our AI or AA, whatever it is. I didn't have a computer or a robot write this book. It's all documented work on build projects. The whole idea to go into something is to build it or to bring it to a conclusion, create a product that can be used by people. And this is a cliche, but most cliches are pretty well true. These are projects of love. Like I said today, we had 7 or 8 volunteer, highly skilled carpenters, people that are going to come out and help us fix this veteran's house over the next couple of months. And it just always rejuvenates me, recharges my batteries, if you will. And we've done everything from John Fogerty, for those of you who don't know, he's in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. He was in a group called Creedence Clearwater Revival. He's a veteran and came out to our projects and graced us with his music and his love. And most of this is really labor of love. If you do this, what most people find out is there's a lot of work involved. This is no easy lift. So the section on volunteers is meant to inspire and to motivate and to swing into action. The best reference I could tell you how this process works is go to habitathumanity.org or rebuildingtogether.org. Those are massive organizations that mobilize thousands of people every year to help do good things, especially fixing buildings and creating new ones for people who would never have had a roof over their head. And that's the essence of what this book is. The message is, we can change the world one building at a time, one village at a time, one meal at a time. We have a tendency in our society to take a macro problem, try and solve it, knowing intellectually it's never going to happen, and then the end result is there's a lot of frustration. So the only way I know how to do things like this is to proceed forward, create your project, create your moment, if you will. And what you'll end up with on a journey is like we did. We've had everything from the Home Depot Foundation to Nellis Air Force Base, Creech Air Force Base, the trades, the unions, huge supporters of ours over the years. Carpenters, pipe fitters, tapers, mudders, people that operate heavy equipment, and all people from all walks of life. I want to make that clear in everything that I do. We don't see color, boundaries, cliches, any of that stuff. We have one common goal, and that's people helping people, neighbors helping neighbors, and people pursuing their projects. Because everything with me is defined by a project. It seems that I've seemed to have gone from one to another. The first project I did was a heroin, people that were hooked on heroin, a detoxification center in Skid Row and out in Los Angeles. And I learned a lot there as a kid, right still in school, growing up in a middle-class family, and finding out the real problems that people have and the struggles people have with addictions in this case. One of my idols in life was Jimmy Carter, President Carter. One of his quotes is, what are the things you can't see that are important? I would say justice, truth, humility, service, compassion, love. They're the guiding lights of a life. And President Carter walked his walk and talked his talk. Was he the greatest president in the world? Well, that's for history to decide. We don't get involved in politics. And if you rely on the media to formulate your opinion about people, you'll be in a sad state, because the media shouldn't have anything to do with projects like this, except promoting them. I encourage you along your journey to never give up. If you believe in something, write it down. They call it a vision board. Whatever phase in life that I've gone through, I've been through all these cliches and motivational speakers and the like. You have your vision, write it down, go for it. Set a goal, set a time frame, get a group together, a very small group. My biggest suggestion is don't create big groups, because there's a lot of frustration in it. Once you leave the dream and depart the dream, then the reality sets in. When you do a project, let's say you want to set up a clothing closet or something that helps people, you'll have a lot of people at your first meeting. They'll swarm there like bees. The second meeting, they'll cut back a little. Third meeting, they'll cut back substantially. By the fifth meeting, if you're not focused and you're not defined, you'll be sitting in a room all by yourself. That I'll guarantee you. And that's why I really stress, make your vision, set out a goal, put a time frame on it, raise money, because it's going to take money whatever you're doing, and keep the group together. Volunteers will amaze you. They are the unsung first responders, heroes in our communities all across the United States. You can go to churches, temples, mosques, community centers. Wherever you go, you're going to see volunteers. And the best thing you can do is have something to do when they show up. Nothing's worse than showing up to a project, volunteer project, and nothing to do. So that's the conclusion of my volunteer section. We kept it under 10 minutes. I really, really appreciate you viewing this. If you have any questions at all, feel free to put them on the internet, arnoldstalk.com, sharevillage.org, and we will get back to you. That I can promise you. Thank you. This is the end of another edition of Ending Homelessness in America, volunteer section. And I always end with one thing. Always keep the faith. God bless you. Good night.